All right, BADM 726, personal branding. Welcome back to week 5. This is the second of 2 videos. In the first video of this week, we talked about the RSS reader and how important the RSS reader was to our tweeting and personal branding strategy. And in this video, I need to move quickly through showing you how to use the RSS reader and how to formulate some tweets. Now, let me first say this about Twitter. Twitter is a cultural phenomenon. There's a zillion users on Twitter and just about that many different ways to use Twitter. So, I'm going to show you one approach to Twitter, and some people say, well, that's not the way you should be tweeting. Well, of course, that is a legitimate statement because anyone can tweet any way that they want to. There's no rule book on how you should tweet. But I'm going to show you an approach to tweeting specifically for personal branding that creates a signal. So there's just a ton of people on Twitter, which means there's a lot of noise, and we have to find a way to sort through all of that noise and signal individual people that we want to meet, that we want to get to know better, we want to have a conversation with, we want to get their attention and move up in their influence stream. A number of reasons why we want to signal people, and Twitter is a very powerful platform for that. All right, so I am at my Twitter profile, and I'm logged into Twitter. I actually rarely, if ever, tweet from Twitter. So when I want to change my profile, edit my profile, anything of that nature, change my lists, I come to Twitter, but I do almost all of my tweeting, 99% of it, from a third-party interface, and I use Hootsuite. Now, other people like a platform called TweetDeck. I would recommend that if you catch on to Twitter and you love it, then a third-party application software like this is really useful because it gives you what's called a dashboard, and you can see here on my dashboard. Whereas at Twitter, I have to navigate back and forth. Here I'm at my profile page, and you can see the tweets that I sent. But if I want to see where someone mentioned me, I have to go to @connect. And if I want to see the stream of all the people that I'm connected to, I have to go to the home page. On Hootsuite, it's all on this dashboard, so I can see the tweets of the people that I follow in the home feed. I can see where people mentioned my name at Dr. Bret, and that is the specific signal. I spend a lot of time looking at this and interacting with people that mention my name. And here I can see my sent tweets, the tweets that I actually sent out. And this is good because when I send a tweet, I always go back and check it to make sure the link worked, to make sure I got the right Twitter address for the person, etc., etc. So I like this third-party vendor. You can see that I tweet from other accounts. I tweet from the EMBA, UNR, TEDx University of Nevada. I also have a way to segment lists and all kinds of other stuff, kind of advanced features. But I just want to get through today to show you how to formulate these 3 tweets that I want us to formulate. So in the end, this is what the tweet needs to look like. For the purposes of this class, you need to produce 3 tweets that follow a specific type of format. And the format for the tweet is the tweet has to have a title, and the title is the title of the blog post. Who do you want to be? The shortened hyperlink. So the hyperlink takes you to the article, and the shortened link, it means it's condensed, so it's not the full web address. There's a number of ways to shorten hyperlinks. A lot of times the tweet button at the author's website will do it for you. If not, Hootsuite has an automatic place to shorten it. And then via, which will come at the end, and then the Twitter address of the person that wrote the tweet. Here it's Sarah Hawthorne. You can see her profile below, and where she thanked me for tweeting her content, and someone favorited the content. And this is what you want. So I sent to my 6,000 followers Sarah's content, and I signaled her, and so she saw it, and she thanked me for that. And then the people in my community also got that good content. So it served me to connect to Sarah, Sarah to connect to the people in my community. It's just a way for me to add value. So this is where we want to be. We want to get these types of posts. Okay, and so what I do is I start in my reader, and there's over 100, probably 300-400 articles in here since the last time that I was in here. Am I going to read them all? No way. I'm looking for 3 or 4 to send out. So especially when my thing is full, I just move down through here really quickly, and I try to go to my go-to sources like Intel. He really blogs good stuff. I like Paul's blog posts. So let's come over here. His Twitter handle is @Symbolist. Second laziest post ever on company culture. Here he's got a hyperlink to the first laziest post, and some other stuff in here. He's lamenting about this post. So let's tweet it. We come down here to the bottom to the tweet, and let's see what happens. So this really is not a properly formatted tweet for us. It doesn't look anything like this. So we're going to have to do some editing. Go back to the site. What was the title of the article? The second laziest post ever on company culture. Boy, I picked a long one to start with, but I know it's via @Symbolist, so I'll just say retweet @Symbolist. And retweet is a convention used at the front of the post. Via is the one used at the back. The title is second laziest blog post on company culture ever. There's the hyperlink. And I think that's really good to go. So I've got the title, the Twitter signal, and here is this. Now if I wanted to say something at the end, I could say vintage Paul. I could provide my own comment or love the post, whatever it might be. Let's tweet it. Now let's go check it in Hootsuite. Make sure that it worked. I'll refresh my sent tweets. Here is what it looks like. So I want to click on that and make sure that worked. That did not work. So his Twitter address is clearly not Symbolist. So I'm going to delete that message. I got that wrong. So here I showed you that if you check it and it didn't work out, you can go back and delete that. Well, what is his Twitter address? What is the Symbolist's Twitter address? Let me go search for that, and I'll search for Twitter, Paul. The author is Paul Herbert, Symbolist. I'm going to search for that. Here it is. I know he blogs at Intel. That's his personal blog address. So he is at Intel. I mean his personal Twitter handle. And he's not making it easy for me to find his Twitter handle. So lesson learned here: when you set up your social media, make it really easy for people to find your Twitter address. So it's @Symbolists. @Symbolists. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to run my cursor over that. Command C, copy. I'm going to come back to the content. Let's try it again. So tweet. Now I don't need this stuff at all in the front. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to say retweet. And now I'm going to paste @Symbolists. The second worst blog post ever on company culture. Alright, so this didn't shorten the hyperlink. You can see here it's giving me a -32. Let's tweet it and see what happens. Come back to Hootsuite. Here it comes. That is the proper Twitter handle. Let me click this and make sure that worked. There's the article. So it worked. So this is one of the proper tweets. I'm going to go back and close these out. There's one of the 3 proper tweets. The Symbolist's second worst blog post ever. So I'm going to come back to my reader, and I can keep scanning down through here to look for ones. I love Chris Brogan. Chris Brogan writes very intelligent blog posts. Pick tech to suit your needs, not tech that's new. So pick tech to suit your needs, not tech that's new. Let's click on that. Go to his site. Chris Brogan, a very intelligent blogger. You can see that article's been tweeted 183 times. People value that. So this is almost ready to go. Pick tech to suit your needs, not tech that's new. It doesn't give us the Twitter address. Let's find it, hopefully. He doesn't make it easy to find his Twitter address either. He doesn't list it here. I know that it's Chris Brogan, but let's just go search, make sure that we can find it. So it's just as simple as doing this. Chris Brogan Twitter. And it is at Chris Brogan. So I'm going to come back here. Now I'm going to put it at the end this time, whereas I put retweet at the beginning. The last time I say via at Chris Brogan. Tweet. Let's go check it. Make sure that it worked. Pick tech to suit your needs. There's the article. Let's check on it. Yes, that hyperlink worked. Is that the Chris Brogan we wanted? Yes, it is the Chris Brogan that we wanted. So 2 of the 3 links that we have. So let me find my own. Let me show you how to tweet your own blog. So this was my latest blog post, Effective Organizational Citizens Help Then Challenge. Let me show you a manual way. Now my tweet is set up to work properly. If you click my tweet button, mine is actually ready to go. You could click tweet right there. That is the properly formatted tweet for us. Title, hyperlink, via at Dr. Bret. So this one is set up ready to go, and I love to find posts like that where it makes my work easy. I don't have to go search for their Twitter handle. Let me show you a manual way to do that. If I click on the article, up here you can see the full hyperlink, and that's pretty long. So that's going to take up a lot of my tweet. Let me go to Hootsuite and shorten that. So I come up here to the Hootsuite bar, and I put that hyperlink in here, and then I hit shrink, and it shrinks it. See how much shorter it is right there? I still have a lot left, so the title of the blog article is, let me make sure I get this right. I wrote it, I should know it. Effective Organizational Citizens Help, Then Challenge. Put the title there. There's the blog post. You want to make sure you space or that hyperlink won't be good. Now I don't need anything else here because this is my blog post. So when you write your own blog post and you tweet that out, I need to tell it's coming from Dr. Bret. I hit send now. Here it comes, and this is the title of the article. That is the link to it. It is my blog post, Dr. Bret, so I don't have to put anything else in there. Now I have my 3 tweets. I would take if I were doing this assignment, I'd take the screenshot right now. Control-Shift-4. I'm going to now move my cursor over here. Copy this, and there's that is the screenshot that went to my my dashboard. So now this is on my desktop. That is a picture. I can copy paste that into the document. The assignment's done, ready to go. So that's what I would recommend. I'd recommend doing your 3 tweets right in an order, whatever time of day you want to do it. Bing, bang, boom, 1, 2, 3 tweets. Take the screenshot, get it done with. If you wait until later to take the screenshot, chances are, something's going to happen. You might mess it up. I'll tell you that the students that procrastinate have the hardest time with that. The ones that come in here, do their 3 tweets, take the screenshot right then and store it and put it away, are the ones that usually have the least headaches with this assignment because they're just being really smart in the way they approach it. Now I want to come back here to Feedly, the reader, and show you how, see all these, it's showing me all these content that I haven't read. I don't need to read all of that. I'm going to come up to all. I'm going to click on all. And then I'm going to go over here and click this. Mark as read. Yes. And so my purpose is to get this all zeroed out. See how those are all zeros now? That's exactly what I'm looking for. So now when I open Feedly up next time, it will show me the new articles. So every time I go to Feedly or my Google Reader, I do my business, I find some blogs to tweet, I get those tweeted out, and then I zero out the counter, and so the next time I open up Feedly, I know I'm looking at only new, fresh blog posts. All right, so now if someone were to retweet this article right here, I would thank them. And that's exactly what happened here. This organization here, the Australian Institute of Management, tweeted my blog post earlier, Effective Organization Citizens Help, then Challenge. I'm going to hit reply, and I'm going to say thanks for the retweet of my blog post. Okay, now I'm just acknowledging that they did something for me. Now, if someone were to retweet this article by Chris Brogan, I would not thank them for retweeting that. That's Chris Brogan's job. If he wants to thank them, he should. And the same with the symbolists. If someone in my stream saw this and they retweeted this that I had tweeted, that's the symbolist or Paul Herbert's job to thank them, not my job to thank them. I thank people for the tweets that of my own tweets that they have moved in the community. Always thank them. And sometimes I wait, and if there's a bunch of people doing it, I'll wait and I'll put them all in one single tweet. All right, so again, you can see there's a ton of stuff coming down my home feed. I'm really not reading my home feed. There's too much going through there. I'm trying to signal people directly by reading their blog posts, sending their blog posts out, and hopefully showing them that I'm doing something for them. And they might do that for me as well, engaging them in conversation, even if it's just a simple thank you. Just trying to build the foundation of very effective relationships. You can see here a conversation going on with Harry Tucker. He had tweeted my post. I thanked him for it. He comes back, says, "You're welcome." He does this for me all the time. So here's other people that had tweeted my blog posts, and I'm very grateful of that. They're reaching out to me. I will try to reciprocate and reach out to them. So that's a very quick down and dirty way that I use Twitter for personal branding. Now, clearly you can use it any way you want to, but for the purposes of this assignment, you need to produce 3 tweets like I just showed you in here. And then anything else you want to do in Twitter, that's totally up to you. All right, so once again, if you have any questions, go to Google. Oftentimes the answer to your question is a Google stroke away. Go to YouTube, search in YouTube. You know, and I tell you how I learned Twitter. I just watched what people were doing. It was very confusing to me back in 2009, and what the heck is going on here? And I just sat back and watched what others were doing, and that's when the light bulb came on. I realized I needed to be blogging and moving my content out there and moving other people's content around. So if you get confused, you know, come over and look at my Twitter stream and look at how I am tweeting. Refresh your memory on the types of tweets that I am sending, and just copy what I'm doing, because I'm practicing the approach to branding that I'm teaching you through this class. You can send me a tweet. We're connected on LinkedIn, Google+, direct email, or give me a call if you have any questions. All right, hope you found that helpful. It's Bret Simmons. Have a great day.